Good morning, everyone. So we are on another hiking adventure out at Jacob Krumm Wildlife Preserve. Today we're doing the West Loop, which I gave Jasper County about the East Loop Lake, and I can see why they're lacking over there because I've already passed two fishing spots that are really well maintained and relatively handicap safe. So we're on the dam right now. Again, you can follow all my hiking adventures of my trails that I've taken over on Komoot. So, again, welcome to the channel. And here, I'm going to flip you around real quick. I'll show you what I mean about these fishing spots that they have here. This is the third one since I've been on the dam. And then they actually have a dock access right over by the parking lot too. So I am really impressed. But let's get on trail and let's try to knock this out before it gets too hot. If you haven't noticed that a lot of here's another one of those spots. So they're about every 15-20 feet apart. Anyway, if you haven't noticed, I tend to do a lot of my hikes early morning. I get overheated easy. I get sunburned easy. So we go early morning, so that way I cannot get heat stroke or heat exhaustion. So I appreciate it. And I'm a single guy, solo hiking half the time. So safety first. Know when it's not the heat of the day. Plus, at the time this is being recorded, we're about mid-peak for corn sweat. So it's really humid in Iowa right now. So like I said, safety first. We got my radio with me. I've already done some radio checks. We should be okay. But yeah, let's get on. Let's get going on this trail, and we'll see what it looks like. We'll see how it is. An early morning hike. It's only been about, I don't know, 10 minutes of film time. Perfect time for our first interlude, other than our intro. So, again, we're out early morning. And guess what? It's a Sunday morning. So, first of all, then, thank you for coming. This is actually the new channel in the line for Jetting Media. So, if you want to help support the adventure, there'll be a link there for Buy Me a Coffee to our Jetting Media Buy Me a Coffee in the description. As well, there's probably a QR code floating somewhere up here. But anyway, Now that I've done asked for charity, let's go back to what I was saying. I guess Skinner Ridge is this way. We're reminded while we're in nature of how much we don't need to worry. Everything around me right now, it's not worried about its next meal. Ooh, bunny right there. It's not worried about, where it's going to sleep tonight. It's not worried about what it's going to wear. Not worried about sunburn. Not worried about that hot date it's got coming up. Not worried about anything. Not worried about a divorce. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing out here is being bothered or worried by anything. And that's because everything around here knows, all this nature, that it's going to be taken care of. And if all these creatures and all these plants aren't worried, why should we? I mean, yeah, we have big things going on in our lives, jobs, bills to pay. But honestly, what does worry do for us? So a little bit might motivate us. But majority of the time, all worry does is shorten our lives. It takes time from loved ones. It kills our good intentions. We make ill choices based off things that we think could happen, but don't have proof will. So, in the gospel it says, do not worry, for if all things are taken care of, aren't you more important than they? Well, yeah. We are. We're the caretakers of everything being taken care of. They don't have to worry because it's our job to take care of them. Go back to the book of Genesis. Man was created in God's image to take care of Eden. And then God gave us free will, free choice, and a certain particular fallen angel helped do an end to all that. Anyway, a different interlude for that. But yeah, this last week has been extremely hard for me. And I've debated even coming out. I mean, I looked at the radar this morning and there's storms 3 hours away, moving this way. And I debated even, do I do a hike this week? We just have Ham Radio Field Day finishing up, which if you want to see a video for that, that video will be tagged up here. Yeah, I'm finally learning where all the editor puts stuff. It's not like I've been doing YouTube since 2021 with different channels, but yeah. But Ham Radio Field Day is just finishing up. It's Sunday morning. A lot of hams, instead of going to church, are headed out to their radios, getting on the radio for Ham Radio's open house. My opinion on that, we'll leave for another video. I'm not a big fan of this weekend for Ham Radio. But yeah, I really debated coming out and we're gonna hit spider web. Coming out and hiking today, and I was coming up with a ton of excuses. And I'm sorry, I got sun in my eyes and I'd like to see. I was coming out with an absolute ton of excuses to not come out hiking. And this morning, I woke up and I said, you know what? It's 2 miles. 2 miles isn't anything. We're gonna do it. If nothing else, to show all you on here with Hiking with Ben, which thank you for being here, that you shouldn't let the things in your life deter you from the things you enjoy. So we're out here grinding out at Jacob Krumm, and we're enjoying it. This is my church. This is where I'm close to God. That sunrise right over there, punching me in the face, is God telling me that He sees me and He loves me, and this is where I need to be. So I'm gonna turn you around and not talk for another 10 minutes, and we will see you down the trail. Food for thought from the trail, guys. Sometimes you literally got to be climbing a hill or a mountain to realize that it does get easier on the other side. Keep up on the hike and keep going, keep pushing. Little interlude here. You see those clouds right there? Those are about 3 hours away. Those are pushing probably 50 to 60,000 feet. That's the weather we have moving this way. We're almost to the end of this trail. So I'm going to do this little outro and then let you see the rest of the hike. I want to thank you all for watching. Again, this was the Jacob Krumm Wildlife Preserve in Jasper County, Iowa. It's between Kellogg and Grinnell. This is the East Loop. The West Loop hike I will actually have tagged down, and I'll probably, since I mentioned it, put it right up here also. But again, thank you all for watching. If this is your first time here, which this is the first video going on the Hiking with Ben channel, so chances are this is your first time here. I want to implore you and, ask that you give me a subscribe, like this video, and we're going to keep doing more of this. This trail's 15 minutes from my house. I've got a lot going on. I want to stay close. But I was checking out trails yesterday at Aquamby State Park. Ledges State Park's an hour down the road. We got a lot of hiking with Ben coming up, folks. So thank you all for watching and enjoy the rest of the hike.